This is definitely part three. Strap in and enjoy it, shall we? So, as I was saying, I believe that foreign, as I said, foreign women are some of the most beautiful women in the entire world. That's my opinion. Nobody has to agree on that. I believe that foreign women are some of the most beautiful, dare I even say, down to earth. They are some of the most perfect women, perfect people on this planet. But again, down to earth, that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You know, and you could be like, Nate, you're all fooled by the glitz and the glamour of what you see on Instagram or what you see wherever else you look. I could be, but I can assure you I could also not be. But I definitely, and that's not to say, like, spiritually, I know everybody's flawed. No matter how, you know, happy you always appear on camera, I understand there could be something disastrous going on behind the scenes that I trust you, spiritually, I know it. Trust me. I'm just always trying to give you two takes: my spiritual side versus my down to earth human side. With that being said, I have no problem marrying a foreign woman. No problem doing that. Because, like I just said, I believe there's some of the most beautiful women on the entire face of the planet, foreign women. So I have no problem marrying one. And I want people to also understand, just because I'm black does not mean that I believe I have to marry somebody black. And I might offend a few black people with this line, but like I've told my family countless times, show me some rate, some statistics, some map, some data log where it says because you marry within your own race, you are gonna last longer than people who marry outside. And I don't think you'll find one. I don't think you will. So with that being said, it's not me hating or trashing on my black race. It's just me saying, just because you're married within your race, don't mean you're guaranteed to last, through heaven and hell. It don't mean it. It doesn't. What's gonna make? I'm saying skin color doesn't make this, man. Skin color does not make heaven and hell. People need to start waking up and understanding that skin color does not make this. Skin color does not make me who I am. What makes me is my faith in Jesus. And that's what people got so messed up in today's society, thinking that skin color makes you, skin color makes that. No. God created each and every last one of us. Each and every last one of us. What makes you is your faith in God, your character and how you treat people, your morals and what how you go about your day and etc. That's the type of stuff that really makes you. Slash also you could even add in your intellect. How you solve problems and etc. That's what makes you. Not your color of your skin. Please stop lying to yourself that it does, because it doesn't. You know? Oh, and for all those court cases that got these, people of lighter complexion out of jail, all these court cases, here's the thing. The person didn't get out of jail because they were white. Wow. I just went in and said it after I said lighter complexion. They didn't. The skin color did not get it. It was. How do I put it? It was the heart of that judge that got whoever out of jail because they have their own, again, biasness and brokenness. But being white alone did not get anybody out of jail. Being black alone didn't send anybody to jail. Okay? It is the hearts and the minds of the jury, the hearts and the minds of the judges, that determine all of this. But just your skin color alone ain't getting you put in jail, ain't getting you taken out. Okay? Now quote me when I say just your skin color alone isn't getting you these results. And I want people to understand, because again, God created all people. So please get that through your mind. And with that being said, I want people to understand, like I say, because I am a young black African American 22-year-old male. And I want people to understand this. Absolutely. For who I am, what I believe in my life. My life, the way I live it, is not at all jurisdicted, whatever the word is, by my race. I live firmly by faith, and it just bugs people how much I live by faith and not by my race. I do not live by my race. Why? Because my faith in God is bigger than my race. Let alone God himself is bigger than your race. Get that through your mind. Okay? Race, as I posted on my Snapchat a few months back, race is literally Satan's biggest tactic these days to pin everybody against each other. Everybody got ancestral ties to some type of horror, disease, famine, insults, you name. Everybody got somebody. I'm saying God does not want us to live in the 19 whatevers and or bring those 19 whatevers to 2020. He wants us to realize who he is and gather hope, healing, and inspiration from him. I'm telling you, wake up, man. Wake up and realize what is being fed to you purposely. That's what I say. I don't know what some of these churches are doing these days, because I believe some of these churches might just be helping fuel this race war, or this race debate, and some other churches are trying to get you out of it. But one of the top biggest thing I would be doing once churches start opening more back up fluently, do godly what I can to connect with more churches and see what they are teaching their flock, because I have a responsibility towards my flock. So with that being said, once again, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes back to it, when it comes to dating wise and marriage, like I say, I would love nothing more than to date a girl, let alone marry a girl who had all that glamour and that flair on the outside. I would love nothing more. But at the same time, I'm spiritually smart enough to know all that glamour on the outside ain't gonna mean nothing if it don't match up to the character and the morality and responsibility and more. People have to understand that, because I'm not joking. I think one of the top things I'm definitely looking for in a future dating partner / eventual spouse, I'm looking for somebody who absolutely, is educated in some type of godly manner, where we can do so much godly. But actually, I'm just going to replace the middle word here. Social Jesus work. I'm looking for someone who is probably almost more educated than me, where we can have so many real conversations, and dare I say she can even help educate because I'm educated too, but whether she's just educated or even more educated, I'm looking for somebody who we can have all these beautiful conversations with, and then we can go out into everyday communities and we can do something about it. Do some social Jesus work. And yes, social Jesus work. That's what I'm looking for in my future dating partner, let alone eventual spouse. That's what I'm corely looking for if you were to personally ask me. Now, I know there's a lot of young ladies out there who absolutely would be like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm going to assure you that, again, since, I'm also watching tennis at the same time. I want people to understand, since there's only one of me, I have no problem being on one of those, being on The Bachelor or whatever else when it comes to this stuff. Show off my acting skills a little bit more. But on some serious notes, I want people to understand, I can only date one at a time, and I can for sure only marry one, because I'm not trying to marry one at a time. I'm trying to marry just one, be with for the rest of my life. And so what that means, I want people, all those young ladies out there who might be like, oh yeah, that's me, that's me, perfect partner for you. I want you to understand, pray to God on it. Because if we're meant to meet each other, meant to be, etc., that will all happen. If it's not, or at least if we're meant to meet, but we realize that, that dating might not be the best, or you're just better off with someone else, like I say, I'll support you no matter what you decide, and I pay attention to God's plan all the time. So whatever God's plan, just pray on it, and we'll see whether we just become really good friends or we become dating, whatever. God first put it in Christ's hands, and we'll see when that day comes. But I do want people to understand that, that's what I'm looking for in a, in a future dating partner / eventual spouse. And I definitely want everybody else to understand that when it comes to, that's what you should be looking for in a dating partner and eventual spouse. Someone that is educated and will bring out the God first best in you. Okay? Somebody who is going to make you work for them. Someone that's not going to just sit around and tolerate crap all day just because they quote-unquote love you. Someone that's actually going to try to go above and beyond sometimes to prove their love, to prove their compassion, or just, or to get you out of a jam, or whatever words I'm thinking about, / sentences. I'm pretty sure you understand the point. Go after somebody who is truly going to better you. Someone who you truly, dare I say, just as they say, can't live without. But a lot of us think we can't live without people. Next thing you know, 5 years later, we get divorced. So I want people to totally understand that, there's so many vices to marriage counseling, marriage help. People need to stop being selfish, and they just need to start admitting themselves to every vice of possible help for their, not only their dating relationship, but also their marriage. Because I promise you, I told myself this like 3-4 years ago, if not 5 years ago, people are treating marriage, actually probably even more years than that. People are treating marriage like dating these days. I mean, that's why the divorce rate is up so bleeping high, because people literally are treating marriage like it's dating. Think about it. To where I'm thinking to myself in my head, will people just stop getting married? Or should people just stop getting married? Because I don't get what the point is anymore in proposing, getting married, and then dumping each other after a year or 5 years or whatever else. I don't get the point anymore. So I was thinking to myself, what's even the point anymore? And that's not to say don't ever get married. It's just to say be extra, extra, extra times a trillion careful who you marry. Like they've checked out all the darn boxes, and probably even more boxes than what you had originally planned, and then go forward to it. But don't just go forward because they checked out two out of 5 or 2 out of 7, and no, that's a recipe for disaster. And dare I say, have higher standards. I mean, people have some of the lowest standards towards dating and marriage. It's not even funny. Life is more than about sexual activity, but you also have to understand sex is something that was created for marriage, which is also something that a lot of people out there are just so immoral, it doesn't even make any sense. That's why I say y'all ain't prepared for y'all judgment day. Y'all ain't prepared for the afterlife. Y'all ain't prepared for it. Y'all just not prepared for it. Because it was dating, sex was created as a gift from God for y'all to procreate in marriage. Keynote, marriage. The bedroom of marriage, let alone marriage, period. Etc. And people have perverted God's gift to humanity of sex. Y'all perverted it so much where you're just, where you just have no standards, no laws, no rules, no groundwork, no nothing, and it's just, I like a person, let's see if we can go do it tonight. What? No wonder why all the babies are, no wonder why babies are being popped up everywhere out of wedlock, and just so many disease control problems. You just name everything that I can go off on a tangent there. Because I'm not saying we're all gonna be I'm not saying at the end of the day we're all gonna be the most spiritual, but you gotta start thinking with more rational common sense. I'm telling you, if it was 3 out of 5, if not 4 out of 5 of people that had the common sense that I believe I'm referring to here, the society would not be as sick and twisted. It seems to be instead of 1 out of 5 that have any common sense and actually don't follow every trend the world comes up with every 2 seconds. I mean, come on, people. And that's what I mean. You're not prepared for the afterlife. You're not prepared for judgment. You're not prepared. Not at all. But indeed, what I'm looking for in a eventual, spouse is someone that absolutely, godly, we can work together to make some social Jesus change, or to do some social Jesus work. That's what I want. She doesn't always have to dress up. She doesn't always have to get her hair done. She doesn't always have to look the best on the outside, but just look presentable enough, dare I say. Or whatever I'm thinking about, because I know what matters, and your character, your mind, your integrity, etc. What you're willing to do for money, what you're not willing to do for money, etc. Like I said, I can go off on 20 different videos of this, and I will, just in different times. So, God bless you all. Thank you for watching, listening, even subscribing within this 15-minute video, if not less than that. Trust me, I have a lot more topics to go off on. And like I said before, this YouTube channel will grow with these topics. So thank you, and I wish everybody the God first best.